started here. It's a hurricane. Getting the 30s. Let's see. Take a little look-see around here. Starting to blow pretty good here. So we saw a pretty big gust. It's really nice that we have all this protection though. All these big boats are taking a lot of the windage. Right now it's out of the east. I think it's supposed to clock more southerly. That's why we have our bow this way. I don't think we're gonna get much rain either. Just wind. It's gonna be an interesting day.
Hurricane Hilary is just beginning to have an effect on us here at the top of the Sea of Cortez in Penasco, Mexico. Impressive, considering it's still over 200 miles away. But it's moving fast, heading up the Baja Peninsula with the wind speed here expected to strengthen over the course of the day as the storm continues to move north-northwestward towards California.
Of its status, because as it gets to Southern California, it's forecasted now to be a tropical storm.
So it's about 10 o'clock. Not too much going on. I've seen max wind about 40 knots. It's in the 20s or 30s. I'm looking at the wind instruments, but Grace is still sleeping. I've been up since about 6 when it started, and she is blissfully unaware of what's going on in the bedroom. It's so crazy. It's like howling and healing in here. She just passed out. It's been much more east than south, which was predicted, so I went and added a second bow line in case we pop one. I don't want to hit the powerboat next to us, so it was kind of tending our lines. The halyards were getting quite the pump going, so I moved them to the bow because they got in rhythm. We're just like shaking the mast, so that's all better now. Just drinking a coffee, gonna make some breakfast soon. So far, not too crazy.
Though Hilary was downgraded to a Category 1 when it first made landfall in the middle of the night, we are wary of this particular storm because it has taken a rare path and is expected to continue to do so as it moves northward. Penasco is normally outside the path of hurricanes during this time of year, but cold water brought south from Alaska is warmer this year. That, combined with weakened prevailing northeast trade winds, which normally blow stronger westward and move warmer water from the surface away, allowing colder water to rise, has allowed the storm to move much further north than is usual.
So with our Predict Wind data hub thing, it also has our network data and our internet connection from Starlink. So we're able to wirelessly broadcast the charts and the wind speed to our TV. So we're chilling here, weathering the storm.
I'm awake now.
Grace is awake. We can watch the wind speed without craning our necks to look at the instruments. I know, it's a hard life we lead out here, sitting in air conditioning and Starlink Wi-Fi.
And also, I don't think we said this to the camera yet, but we just did a walk outside.
Getting like blowed.
Here's Calico tipping over.
And we're not moving nearly as much as Small World's moving. So we're really protected, I think, because we're in like one of the inner slips. I'm gonna say that's the reason why I slept through as much of this as I have. But yeah, just really grateful that it's not so bad in here.
Maybe the small boat saved us again.
True.
Last year we got into San Carlos because we were small and shallow. But this year, same thing. We're in the first slip. With this impending hurricane coming in, it has me thinking about our backup options for power. And that's why I'm happy to announce that this week's video is sponsored by Bluetti. This unit here is the AC200P. It features a 2 kilowatt inverter, and it has a surge rating on the inverter of 4.8 kilowatts, which means we have the ability to run our heavy duty appliances, such as our water maker and air conditioning in the event of a power failure. It is a 2 kilowatt battery bank with a life PO4, which would be about the equivalent of 1.5 100 amp hour batteries at 12 volts. So if we have 5 batteries down below installed in a boat, this gives us an extra like 20 to 30% power. So we've had this unit for several weeks now, and we've used it in some real world applications that we'd like to share with you. So funny enough, there's a power one out here, and our inverter failed at the same time. So we are getting some crazy readings on our inverter. We have a reverse polarity light going off, and I'm seeing 80 volts between the hot and the neutral, and we're seeing 40 between the ground and the neutral. So there's some sort of leakage occurring, so we are currently inverterless. So we've actually used it to run our Starlink overnight. So that's our Starlink running for 50 watts. Do it down 27%, is that 63%? We've used it to do some induction cooking.
Well, this works.
Really pushing the limits now, induction cooking and a toaster. 1,550 watts between the toaster and induction cooker. One of the most fun ones is that we went off camping with some of our friends from the boatyard here, and we used this device to power our entire party. We had a DJ kit running off of it, refrigerators, lights, black lights. It was really cool. And it lasted all night, and then when we all woke up at 7 the next morning, we made about 17 cups of coffee off of it with, with the inverter function in the kettle. So it truly does have some power. If you think about like 1.5 12-volt batteries, you know, it's not gonna run a boat forever, but it will run a party overnight. There's 17 outlets, so you have 12 volt at 25, you have cigarette lighters for normal, you have a micro USB-C, USB-A's, and then these are all regular 110 ports. I kind of like the wireless cell phone chargers on top here. I keep sneaking my phone on there. So there are several different ways you could charge this device. The fastest would be this AC power pack, which is about 450 watts, and this plugs into shore power or a generator. You also have the option to use DC, which is like a typical cigarette lighter. This will obviously be a bit slower, but if you don't have access to shore power at the moment, you could use your battery bank to charge it. And then the thing I think is kind of cool is there's provided MC4 connectors for solar panels. Almost every solar panel you buy these days has MC4 connectors, and you can plug this into the solar panel and this into the unit and charge via that. So the solar charging has a 700 watt max output. So we could theoretically take one of our giant 410s, plug it into here, and then plug it into the unit for fast charging off the sun, which is really cool. Use the code Calico3 to get your own Bluetti 200p. The link is in the description below.
Did I just hear that someone ripped off? Oh shit.
What do you think, honey?
So the eye is just starting to,
Must be gone.
yeah.
You can see we're in this big band here though, but 36 knots is about right. I mean, we're gusting to 57. We're not seeing that.
What's the max gust we've seen? Like
47.
47.
Yeah.
I feel like the eye is passing.
After the storm made landfall for the second time on the Baja Peninsula, it weakened into a tropical storm, but continued its steady course north-northwest. Meanwhile, the National Hurricane Center issued its first ever tropical storm warning for Southern California, expecting heavy rains and flooding from the storm.
You guys okay? What's happening? Oh, shit.
So I don't know that, yeah, I don't
Now 1 o'clock, we've seen sustained 30 knots for over 2 hours, with gusts in the mid-40s. The force on the old dock has caused a separation to begin.
So Craig just dug out some Dyneema. Just super, forget the stats on how.
I think the quarter inch is probably, I don't know, 7,000 pounds, 8,000 pounds. Yeah. I think that half inch is probably was a small little bit. wheezy.
Nobody likes hurricanes.
The roof of this motor yacht has just torn off, and we noticed the locals filming it, confirming our understanding that this is not typical big storm behavior here.
But that means that this is a big storm for them to be filming that, right? Yeah, it's like... I know. We should probably go back inside. Holy crap.
Really escalated in the last week.
Yeah.
The lulls are now 30 knots. I don't have no play in that 50 knot.
Yeah, it's not moving
Like ours
at all.
is like, if that's a 50 knot gust, that thing is not budging.
Even as the wind increases, Calico Skies continues to hold strong. We're very pleased with how the new structure is performing, and we're also quite happy with our position in the marina. Our slip is fairly protected, we're close to shore, and we're in the lee of the motor yacht on our port side, shielding us from the brunt of the heavy wind gusts. But unfortunately, not all of us will be so lucky today.
I don't know what they need thunder, but
Okay. Do you have any more?
we have to, we're not doing that.
Okay. That boat is moving now.
Which one?
This boat.
What's the plan here?
Where are the fenders? Are they tied up?
Yeah, they're hard to get.
You want to stay here and help for muscle?
We get up here.
Okay.
I think he's strapped to them.
Get them.
I'm gonna right here.
We're going to get the fenders.
Yeah.
So this dock is in much better shape. They're trying to transfer the load across to this dock because this dock is now basically useless.
Maybe that's it. Oh, they're coming. Oh, he's coming. Okay.
Oh, okay. Captain of that boat's coming.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, he's coming in to deal with it.
Oh, they are.
Do you need help, Crystal? Huh? Do you need a break?
What did you do?
Yeah.
At this point, it's done. Like, we're in the situation.
Yeah.
There we go. We want to hook it too. That one, or do you want to catch the big one?
Yeah, cement just cracked. The cement just cracked over here. Now the dock just cracked right on this portion here.
One, I guess. Yeah, we're also gonna go.
Yeah, stock is not gonna make it.
this point, we really need the storm to begin moving away from us.
Holy crap! Where'd that come from? Shit. Oh, maybe from here?
Unfortunately, the storm is just peaking in Penasco now, with sustained winds in the 40s and 50-knot gusts. The sky is still dry, but everything is crusted with inches of salt from the sea spray. From talking to the locals, this is the biggest storm by far Penasco has seen in their memory.
That's a hell of a wave.
Phil and Craig are here now, and we're down to like 20 something knots.
It's happy hour for sure.
And,
Feels like now we can have survivors party.
and Craig brought over the
And again.
GoPro that. Ooh, let me go into the light actually. Craig brought over the GoPro that they had on the bow, and look at the lens. That's salt.
I can't wait to see the progression of the photos just get blurrier and blurrier.
Yeah, right?
It's like just the scene goes
you got
away.
cataracts or something.
Right,
It
right.
just keeps going and going.
Easy.
Oh man.
I want to see if we got that roof.
I think you did.
It was 1 second.
There was a roof that blew off one of the boats, so I think we might have gotten that on
impaled
film. Oh my
itself
god, my
on. Yeah.
fingers are so full of salt now. It's crazy. When I came back from being outside, though, my whole body was like
Oh, I saw my shoulder and it was like salty.
Salt.
I feel like it was
Encrusted.
saltier than just like jumping in. 'cause
Yes.
And it-
aerosolized.
it's
Like,
crazy for no
like, got in
rain.
ears.
Like that was
Yeah.
all just like sea spray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wiped my ear at one point and I was like, it's crusty in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to wipe myself down after going back down below.
What a day, huh, Levy?
Oh man, like this random 22 knots feels pretty good,
It's
right?
so
Yeah, like,
calm.
is
Like
it even,
I don't even
is
hear
there
anything.
wind?
Is there even
No.
No.
What wind?
What wind?
22 knots? is
Feels
nothing.
balmy.
The exponential force of wind.
I don't even hear it.
No. And we're not moving at all down there anymore either.
What is it glowing now?
22?
It's
Like a 22 would be a fair breeze typically.
no, it's nothing.
Not anymore.
And the power outage situation was not as bad as we thought it was going to
I
be.
can't believe how long
We
had
put all
power
that gas for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Lucky that way.
Sweated it out in the Suburban.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, we'll put it in the apartment.
We made a pork loin for dinner,
Do you want some
and I
water?
made a salad, and Craig and Crystal made potatoes. And they also brought over some nice appetizers. They brought over cheese and
Craig's your-
watermelon. So
Craig's your minion.
we're going to have some drinks and eat and just
I don't really care that much.
unwind from today. And yeah, let's
Ridiculous. No, wash it.
Go wash it. Yeah.
Both. We should wash and
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah,
That's
since
the battery.
Casey had the craziest day. She didn't know what the heck was going
No.
on.
you know what you go through that having no perception of time or reality.
I feel like these dogs know some like weather is coming, but
Yeah.
Sense our panic, that's for sure.
and then
And you guys are gonna move tomorrow to a different different
Yeah, we're
slip.
swapping with Senorita Rita.
Okay.
So the pier that's between us will no longer be.
Yeah, that thing is a thing of the past.
Yeah.
The thing has served its time.
The guys did say that they haven't seen as much wind today, like ever. The marina guys who've been here so I mean, it was a really big storm for here. But the dock was in bad shape beforehand, so it was a bad combination.
Not the whole dock, I would say, but some of the
cleat.
The
cleats. And then because the cleats were kind of not great, other cleats that were also slightly less great were doubled up on, right? So then you had Senorita Rita and us tugging on the same cleat.
Yeah.
Zero the
Two big
cascading
boats.
events as usual.
Yeah, it's exactly what we're talking about.
And to their credit, these guys are working on the docks and replacing things. They have replaced some cleats, and our dock is in good shape. So they were really good.
And they were running around all day.
Yeah. Yum yum.
Everything is delicious.
Yeah, this storm really gave me an appetite.
Really takes it out of you. Yeah. Eating a 2,000 calorie dinner to recover from that one.
And 3,000 calories of wine.
To successfully and safely making it through.
Yeah.
What a season, kids.
Surviving.
When the storm's over, the work isn't over for us, as we begin to clean away salt crust and remove lines. We're super grateful we came through with no damage. It is always a risk to berth in a marina, but at the time we began travel here, the storm's predicted path looked typical. Fortunately, our friend's boat Small World is damage-free, but for many others, Hurricane Hilary will leave a mark.